Open the gate. Oh, there's a shiny. I was once again. If I'm that close, come on, guys. Y'all need to fix that. See, what I do like is that I don't like to block, but I'm already almost dead. So they are making it to where I have to block because I haven't gotten the parry timing down. Dude, did I just take damage again? I don't even know. I might be Eat. I don't have food. I have 0 health. I think I died. But nope, now I died. Alright, so we died to this guy earlier. I think we can't parry, but we'll try one more time. Come on, let me parry. Let me parry. Yes, you can parry. Okay. And then you have to attack. Damn, the timing is not easy. Very, very hard. Am I allowed to parry right now? I might actually be out of stamina. Maybe I can't. Alright. Very good animations. See, what I do like is that I don't like to block, but I'm already almost dead. So they are making it to where I have to block because I haven't gotten the parry timing down. Dude, did I just take damage again? I don't even know. I might be Eat. I don't have food. I have 0 health. I think I died. But nope, now I died. Open the gate. Wide open the gate. Get to the gate handle and press Y to open it. Where's the gate handle? I see fire. All right, do we go back up here? Is it this? Guys, you've done a really great job of helping me know where to go and what to do. But now I am lost. So press Y to open the gate. Oh, there's a shiny. I was once again. If I'm that close, come on, guys. Y'all need to fix that. Where's our teammate? We need your help, motherfucker. I mean, sir. All right, so we died to this guy earlier. I think we can't parry, but we'll try one more time. Come on, let me parry. Let me parry. Yes, you can parry. Okay. And then you have to attack. Damn, the timing is not easy. Very, very hard. Am I allowed to parry right now? I might actually be out of stamina. Maybe I can't. Alright. Very good animations.
Alright, I'm not. So bye.
Oh, no. Nobody saw that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. I think that one's on the outside.
Oh no. I mean, he's ready for space.
I don't want anybody to know what I did.
Ashley, that's your cue. Clip it. Clip it.
Please don't.
30 seconds left on the clock.
Oh that was just dumb. That was so stupid.
Okay, I don't know what you did.
I don't want anybody to know what I did. I f***ed up really bad.
Ashley, that's your cue. Clip it. Clip it.
Please don't. Do you see this? What the
What is this new strategy?
What?
10 out of 10 strategy.
What is this?
They'll never expect a portal next to the other portal.
Oh my god. That was just...
What the... Okay.
I don't know. I was just like... Okay, let's play the game. I was just so distracted by that. I'm like...
Wait, okay, but before we do that, put it in like cruise control or something, or let me drive. You gotta do some shit. You have to experience this. Get out of this pilot seat.
What do you want me to do?
Come to the Pico chamber.
Knock, knock.
Hello, welcome, enter.
Thank you. Oh, there's another door. Knock, knock.
Welcome, enter.
Hello. Are y'all having a moment?
We are.
Whoa!
Um,
Oh my god, Pico.
Okay, crawl into that spot. Yeah, just like that. And roll.
How do you roll?
Q and E.
Oh, wow.
Roll into the Picos. Bask in the Pico.
Am I still moving? My God. Am I doing it right?
Yeah.
I can't move.
This is what I was doing back here for like 5 minutes while you're driving.
All right, so we died to this guy earlier. I think we can't parry, but we'll try one more time. Come on, let me parry. Let me parry. Yes, you can parry. Okay. And then you have to attack. Damn, the timing is not easy. Very, very hard. Am I allowed to parry right now? I might actually be out of stamina. Maybe I can't. All right. Very good animations. See, what I do like is that I don't like to block, but I'm already almost dead. So they are making it to where I have to block because I haven't gotten the parry timing down. Dude, did I just take damage again? I don't even know. I might be Eat. I don't have food. I have 0 health. I think I died. But nope, now I died. There it is. Yes. Yes, rowboat. Rowy. Oh, you need a name. What is your name gonna be, Mr. Rowboat? Boat of the rowing. Rowboater. Motorboater. Motorboater? No, that's no. Rowy. Bowie. Oh, Bowie. David. His name is David. David Bowie. Rowie, I don't remember, or David, I don't remember you being this far away. David, where are you? David, you were just there, David. I need your support right stinking now, man. Come on, David.
Welcome to the Taphaven Podcast.
Oh.
How's everybody doing? How's everybody's week? Oof.
Good for you, dude.
Nice. That is good. I do love that, like right when you get back into the swing of things after being sick and everything's feeling better and the relief of like, oh yeah, I'm not going to be just miserable for the rest of my life. Life will be good again.
One day.
Yeah. Man.
The big cows are giving out. Yeah. Because they're cows. You need to stop running down them cows there, bud. Well, I was saying you need to stop trying to chase down these cows, man. Oh, really? Oh, and they're like, oh, food's here. Okay. Oh. So it's got sugar and vitamins, is what you're saying. It is a massive Flintstones vitamin. The struggle is real, my friend. It's okay, brother.
It sounds like it.
Well,
on my animal front, by the way, just so I can complain for a second. We no, actually, not about the mom.
Oh.
The mom does come over,
I saw that video.
but No. So our neighbors have a cat,
Mhm.
and we really like that cat. It's actually
It's a
it's not the
different
mom.
cat.
It's our
Okay.
neighbor's cat, and this cat is probably related to the reason that we have cats now at all, because the brother of this cat was amazing. And so we've kind of been, because the brother passed away last year.
Oh.
And so we kind of pseudo, this cat spends a lot of time over on our porch, and kind of we give it snacks every now and then. And this cat really likes us. So, well, it disappeared for a few days, and it came back. And it came back with a huge hole in its rear end.
In its butt? That's its butt,
Essentially,
Eric.
right next to its tail. There's like a no. Like next to its tail, upwards.
Oh.
There's just a giant hole now. And so our day, because he came over essentially meowing in pain today. And so I go over, I talk to the neighbors, and I'm like, hey,
Your cat's got a hole in it.
I think you need to take your cat to the vet. They're like, we don't have a vet. I was like,
What? What?
oh my goodness. I was like, but do you have antibiotics? They were like, we have hydrogen peroxide. I was like, my soul. Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is gonna
the
go
best
badly.
you can do is like
can feel it.
antiseptic, essentially.
Yeah.
And washing it out with water and stuff like that. But this cat isn't going to let you do that.
No.
Like, he is very protective of that spot now. So there's no doing that. So I bought some stuff and gave it to them because they didn't have any clue what to do. And I'm like, look, you're going to have to take this cat to the vet. Like, it's either that or this
Cat's gonna die.
Yeah, this cat ain't going to make it. Like, so, but they're not going to take it to the vet. I am like 90% sure. So, I don't know what's going to happen.
Is that still up in the air?
What do you mean?
Is it like there's still been no decision? The people haven't taken him to the vet or anything like that. Like there's no end to the story yet.
No, this is an in progress situation. It may be that at some point B takes this cat and takes it to the vet. The problem is,
Isn't there like pet CPS that you can call?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm
pretty sure there's like a neglect line that you can call in Georgia if like a cat is in, like if an animal is in duress and like the owners are not.
I'll have to look into it
anything.
because I don't know what to do. I don't think they can afford whatever vet visit this is going to be.
There are plenty of charitable vet clinics.
Really?
In many cities, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna look those up after the podcast to see.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not his fault. It's not their fault. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are institutions in place for people who cannot pay. Like there's I can think of at least 3 vet clinics that I know of that are like donation based or like are whatever you can pay.
Well, this very well may be my night after the podcast then. Is figuring all this out because
but
he's good right now. It isn't
he will
like
degrade
actively,
fast.
but yes, it's like
he will degrade
active situation.
fast.
They have stuff. They said they were going to clean the wound and stuff like that and keep an eye on him, but they have him inside. But I don't know. He's still personality-wise, he's eating. He's not showing any like distress signs yet. But cats are really good at hiding stuff like that, so I don't know yet.
The moment he stops eating should probably be a bad sign. So
yeah,
there's honestly, Eric, there's also a little bit of not so much you need to stay in your own lane, but less like
100%.
This isn't your cat.
I agreed. It
Yeah.
isn't my cat.
Yeah.
It's spends a lot of time with us,
Yeah.
so we like
You're
this
attached
cat.
to the
So
cat.
we don't
Yeah.
want this cat to die. So we're doing everything we
Yeah.
can to try and help this cat.
Yeah.
Um,
Put the resources before the people, and if they
Yeah.
jump for it, then yeah.
That's-
But don't
that's what
steal
I'm
this.
gonna do.
What I'm
That's what I'm
trying to
gonna
say is don't steal the cat, Eric.
Yes, I'm not going to steal the cat. I'm not going to steal the cat.
Don't steal the cat. Don't steal the cat.
I already have 2 cats now. I can't steal the
You
cat.
can't steal
We
another cat.
will take care of our 2 cats.
I
They
say
are,
another cat. Oh my god.
Yes. So, but our 2 new cats have been doing great. They love us. They're snuggling more and more. They sleep with us in the bed now. They like to sleep near us.
Mm. On Instagram or on YouTube? Mm-hmm.
They're very cute. Yeah. I want them. I want these freaking cats.
I came for the cats.
Yeah. So she is already trying her best to figure out how to create an Instagram monetization for
As
these 2
always.
cats because they're adorable, and they're doing great. They're doing really well. They're comfy. They're in sleep mode right now, but give them about an hour, right around 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. peak kitten time.
Yeah, they're nocturnal, man.
Well, so they're not nocturnal. Did you know this?
Cats aren't.
Cats aren't nocturnal. They're bidural. Bidural? I think it's bidural.
Or they have 2 sequences of the day.
Bidural?
Bidural?
Is it bidural or no, it's not bidural. It's
Biennial?
No. Word for awake at dusk and dawn. It is. Oh my gosh, I was so off.
What did you not say?
Crepuscular. They're
Oh,
crepuscular.
bud. That's a C, not a B.
Yeah, I'm totally off. I was so far away, I couldn't be any further away. They're crepuscular. So
Crepuscular.
they're awake at dawn and dusk usually. And my kittens are like that to the T. They're awake at dusk and dawn. Outside of that, they're like, peace.
Wow.
And
Must be
they go
nice.
find a spot and they're like, one of my cats loves to sleep sprawled out with his belly up. So you'll walk into a room and you'll see him on the bed like this. And the other one likes to curl into a ball and sleep wherever the sun is.
Yep. Sun. That's what we call a sun boy.
Yeah.
Kiko's a sun boy. Yep.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be sleeping for 16. Yeah.
Yeah.
Check in the window. Oh. Work.
So cats naturally sleep somewhere between 16 and 22 hours a day.
Yeah. That checks out.
So yeah, they are essentially awake for like 2 real hours, and outside of that, they're just chilling. They're just chill.
They're about to fall asleep, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
For
yeah.
the rest of the time, they're like, I could take a nap.
However, I have noticed their sleep schedules are slightly off. They're shifted between the 2 kittens. So whichever kitten is awake and the other one's asleep, they'll find each other and they start putting each other in chokeholds. They are Brazilian
Gotcha,
jiu-jitsu
bitch.
cats.
Motherfucker.
100%.
No.
Oh no.
No.
My gray so Larka, my gray cat, literally went up to Fell while she was sleeping, hooked one arm around and started going like this and grabbed his arm and started like pulling her back.
Yep.
legit BJJ
Dude,
cats.
Cats are not to be fucked with. Yeah. No, that's the name of the cat.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Anthony. Exactly. Why are you talking about
Oh, are you
yourself?
talking-
What
no,
are you
there
doing?
is an actual Larka now. That is accurate.
Why would you do this to us?
Anthony, you're frozen, by the way. Wonderful. But yes, no, the cats' names are Larka and Fell.
Stupid.
No, Fell is the girl and Larka is the boy. Felina.
Nope. That's not her name.
That's not her name. It's Fell. It's Fell.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
They respond
as
to
their
him
child,
a little bit already.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah, you can already tell that they're understanding that the words Larka and Fell are referring to them in some way, which is interesting.
Hey, look, man, I didn't come on this podcast to talk about cats. I came here to
Fair,
drink whiskey.
fair.
Let's get this show on the road.
We are drinking whiskey for the inspired viewer. We are actually skipping 2 vials from the Flavor advent calendar, and the reason is that we've already done them. So
Look at
if
that.
you want to know how we feel about these whiskeys, you'll have to go back and watch those episodes. And just to kind of give everybody a jumping off point, we did, let's see, we did the Starward Nova on episode 7 when we talk about Pal World and how you can eat people in it. So that's the Starward episode. And then the number 13 in the advent calendar, of course, is the Frey Ranch Uncut and Farm Strength. And we talk about that in episode 27. So go back, watch those episodes if you want to know about them. We've already rated them. They are both actually really good. Really good. So I heavily recommend those episodes. So that leaves us with today's whiskey.
Where can
Yes.
they find the Discord, Anthony?
Ash, mod, have you created a Discord thing? You haven't. Mods. I need mods. Where are my modders?
Where are our mod boys?
I cannot. I cannot. Really? I feel like Twitch has one.
There should be.
Me no have the ability.
Me no have.
Blasphemy. Yes.
Oh, look
Click
at
on the
that.
linkies.
Would you look at that?
Would you look at that? Which we added. We will be doing
we?
that on episode 57. So,
Sick.
episode 57, we will be doing the next Critical Role whiskey, which will be very
Speaking-
interesting.
I'm
No.
not.
No, he hasn't tried that one.
It's been sitting on my desk for
Yeah.
the past 2
Yeah,
weeks, and I'm
that'll
just
be
like,
fresh. I've never tried it. It's totally new for all of us.
I know. Somehow I resisted that, but I didn't resist our 100th episode whiskey. I know.
Savage.
I know. I'm
By the
sorry.
way, we are over halfway there. We are over halfway to
Soon.
trying that whiskey, which means that it will probably be our. It might be close to our New Year's episode of next year,
Oh shoot!
right? I think we on average now have been getting about 30-ish episodes a year.
30?
Yeah.
It's got to be more than that because we stayed. Oh well, no, you're probably right. Actually, no, that makes
It's
sense.
pretty
Yeah, 30.
close.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit less than 30 actually, maybe like 25. So it might be
Not
it'll be
this year, but the
around
year
New
after.
Year's next year we will have our 100th episode where we will be trying again a whiskey that we've already had but is very special to us, and it kind of one of the whiskeys that started this whole shebang.
Shabong, yeah.
In the bottle.
No. No.
It doesn't.
It's over.
It locks it in time. Oh yeah, I have heard that before, actually. So today, guess what returns? The great state of Colorado. We once did a full trilogy on Colorado, and we actually have tried 2 other whiskeys from this distiller. We are going back to the Breckenridge Distillery, and we can talk a little bit.
Did
about
we have
how
a good time
felt.
with this last time?
So, that might be fair. But I will say both of the other Breckenridge whiskeys. Let me check this one.
Same.
Let's see. So both of the other ones scored pretty middle of the road for us. They were 5-ish for both of them. And this is their high proof. No. This one, both of those were around the $30 to $40 mark.
Okay. Must have been a different one.
Yeah. No, these ones both were relatively good price wise. So high hopes, I think, for this podcast. I think this distiller has treated us well so far.
What?
So this is a high proof whiskey. And by their standards, not our standards, obviously, because it's only 52%. So we're looking at about 103 proof or 105 proof.
What's happening?
What? Oh,
Have I gone?
You did say about that. It is a Scotch. Lagavulin does a really good Scotch. Yeah. Can we get it?
Ugh.
I say we get it. I would love to do. It's a 12-year-old cask strength. 12-year-old special release. Let's see. I see a few of them.
I was nose blind for like a good 5 minutes because I had drank the Frey Ranch before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, wait, what is this? I'm still kind of nose blind. Wow.
Oh, no.
You guys are going to have to tell me what you smell.
So, yeah, they have a 2025 12-year-old.
Oh, that's true. Hold on.
Natural cask strength. It looks like it's about $120 to get a bottle. It looks like they do one every year, and they've done one for the past 3 years. I'm trying to see if there is a good place to get it. I don't know if what's it called? Seal box? Let's see. Where's Rachel? Yeah, I don't see it on Sealbox.
Yeah, we're done.
So it looks like we may have to find it out in the wild.
All right, sniff some coffee beans. Let's pray to the
Nice.
gods I can now smell.
Yeah, it's got. So this one is a little bit sweeter than the other ones that I remember. It's very.
Did you already drink?
No.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I get a lot of that vanilla, like a very creamy vanilla. Like, yeah. I get that a lot. It's like a vanilla. It's almost got that. What is it called? The soda flavor, like a gum syrup or like a syrup smell to it. That's what she said.
Shit.
It does. It's like very vanilla forward.
I'm burning my nose.
Yeah, it's a very like creamy vanilla. It almost it's got a little bit of wood, but light, very light. Yes. It tastes like if there were a vanilla Whopper, it would smell like a vanilla Whopper. Yes.
Chocolates.
Okay.
Chocolates.
On that note,
Let's do it.
cheers.
So technical
Yes.
difficulties, tech and nose bound.
Ooh. Okay, so funnily enough, the taste right on the tip of the tongue follows the smell right line T for T. Vanilla Whopper right on the tongue, but then it blooms, it almost blossoms in your mouth to a little bit of heat and spiciness and pepper. And then once you kind of settle, you get wood tannins.
Guys, I can't taste anything.
Carbonation. I could see that. Yeah. It does have that feeling to it. I see where you're going with that. I could see how somebody could take this and be like, man, this is a cream soda whiskey for sure. Yeah, settle. I got something. Have you ever seen this before? No, you haven't, because I've never shown that on camera ever. That is a wall. It did. No. I'm just showing off the wall. Also, that light, this light right here, this thing, this. Yes. Yeah. That will be over there next week. So light will be here instead of just here. Just putting it out. So also, all of the stuff you see behind me will mostly be gone. So, yeah. Well, there's just a lot of crap everywhere. So I'm going to move this will be gone. I'm going to move that into the garage. My dad's going to take it in a few weeks. This chair, that will be gone. This thing, this 3D printer right here, it will be right here. That'd be cool.
Like a tiny little Glencairn.
I would have to find, I should find something that can be printed on this printer in 2 hours so that every episode I could print something. So
Shoes?
So
The wall.
So I just haven't had the opportunity and honestly the money. Kittens are expensive. So all of my extra money has been going into one, getting this new desk, which by the way, I have this Secret Lab Magnus Pro.
Yeah.
And man, this thing is super nice. Super sleek. Now that I have it, I was on the fence, but now that I have it, I truly do recommend this desk right now. I do think for the money, it is probably the best desk you could buy under $1,500. And it's
Under $1,500. It's only $800.
So
guys.
if you get all of the stuff, right?
It's
the Mac Daddy
$800
version, you're gonna go from $800 to like $1,250, right?
Oh, so you don't even have the Mac Daddy desk.
I do. So I got all of the stuff.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not worth.
And at a desk. Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah. Yeah. So it's very cool. And the magnet topper is just so cool. Like I have, yeah. I'll show you some of them. I wish I could like move the camera better, but I don't. I need to buy a new camera mount for it. But they give like these little things, and you can the cable like goes through them, right?
And you just, yeah.
Well, no, you have to buy a cable management set.
Oh, never mind.
But these things are powerful.
Strong.
Like I have to put in work to get these things off. That like this table. The magnets do not just move around, which is so satisfying and nice. So, yeah. So they just work. And by the way, just to kind of iterate that, oh man, I can't move this very well. But I glued magnets. Yes. Well, Ash, have you watched Oh, really? Oh.
She's not at her desk. At her station.
Oh my gosh.
She's
so
not
there
at her
is legitimately there's a show by the Rick and Morty creators. They created a show called Solar Opposites. Solar Opposites is a great show. However, the best part of the show is that the kids of this alien family start abducting people, turning them into miniature versions of themselves by shrink raying them, and then putting them into a fishbowl wall. And it turns into a Lord of the Rings double episode trilogy across all the different seasons where they continue the story of the wall across the different seasons. And it is legitimately the best parts of the whole show. And it's hysterical. And what's even better is that every Solar Opposites title of their episodes has to do with like what the alien family is doing on Earth. They call it like The Bear Attacks. And it's the first episode of The Wall. And the whole time in the background of the wall, you can see outside of the fish tank And there is a story where like a bear is like attacking their home and all the kids are like running in to get stuff. So every time you see outside in the background, the story of the episode is actually happening, but the real center is the wall. Great episodes. Great episodes.
Brilliant
Even if you
writing.
don't watch all of Solar
Brilliant.
Opposites, it is worthwhile to watch just the wall episodes. And they're totally separated from the entirety of the show. Like, you don't need almost any of the show to understand the wall episodes.
This is bullshit.
You don't say. But yeah, I got this desk. Super cool. This wall, I'm going to get some of those new nano leaf things. And
Not
like,
cool yet, but will
stuff.
be.
It will be. It will be cool. Yeah, that's the goal.
It will be Mondo cool.
Yeah. I'm going to get a little cat tower, put it here, and get a camera for the kittens. They're going to sit here-ish. So
Silly.
it'll be good. It'll be good. I'm getting all this. Nice.
She's become self-aware.
But yeah, I'm going to, I'm getting this whole office kind of set up mostly so that when we have to watch Huskies soon, we're going to get a full-scale divider for the hallway so that the cats will exist on this side of the house and the Huskies will exist on that side of the house, and there'll be like 8 barriers between them.
8 barriers.
There.
They've just never been given the chance to learn.
Well,
Bro, I saw Deku lock in on Kiko. I don't want to hear it. Crates open. Yep.
wow.
Well, no. I'll tell you what happened. He found a way to pop that bitch open like a fucking Coke can, and it slapped back down after he got in, and that's how he do it. That's the only way. Or that. Yeah. He figured it out, but like,
Well,
there it is.
either way, we have the big thing that we're doing too is so we'll have that. Essentially, what it'll be, we'll have a normal doggy door right there at the kitchen to the hallway. Then we'll have open space where you have like the stairs to the basement and then our bathroom. Right past the bathroom, we're going to have a visual barrier, one of those zip doors, so that you can't really see through. Behind that, we are going to have a cat-proof and dog-proof 8-foot door. That's like a cage door. It's not just yours. We watch a lot of dogs and that, but also we're borrowing half of this. So yeah. So really all we have to buy is that full door. So, which by the way, will be useful for separating the kittens in cases where they come back from the vet or surgeries or things like that too. So it'll be useful.
I still don't
regardless.
smell anything. Oh my god. No, I smell something. It's just so faint. Help him. I did.
The Taphaven Poofy.
I do get the vanilla off the top. I just can't smell anything else.
Now, what I am doing just for Deku and Yui, not really just them, was I've been meaning to redo my office for a while, and I wanted to make it more open. So I was like, okay, I should just bite the bullet and get all of this set up before they come. So the cats have like a full room here and a full room there. so that when we do have them locked only on this side, they have like a window they can lay next to because they love laying on the window in the other room and they won't have access to that. So I'm going to open up this window for them. Stuff like that I did do, but that was going to be done sooner or later anyways. I'm just doing it early, you know.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Jeez.
Oh, wow.
Well,
That's funny.
well. Look what we have here. I don't think so. I just tried it and I tasted nothing.
Oh no. Well,
I think the Frey Ranch was like, no, this Frey Ranch country, you can't come over here.
oh man, that's funny.
And act as if we don't own this land. You need to go ahead and find somewhere else.
You can just eat a coffee bean real quick.
That's not how it works, Eric, and you know it.
I've done it before.
You just wanted to see me eat a coffee bean.
I've done it. Anthony
I'm
was
sure.
there.
I'm sure.
I know. I need to make that video. I still have like half of it edited. I know.
Oh.
I did. It was great.
Yeah.
Cut off.
Like...
Cut off. Funnily enough, I edited that part. That part is edited. I sent it to you, I think. It was great. It was great. It's gonna be
backwards.
It's like the beginning too. Oh man, I do need to finish that video. I have like half of it edited, and life has been crazy.
Don't tell us the price, because then that'll spoil the surprise. Well, I mean, like, we'll have to know.
I mean, we're gonna buy this one. So.
Yeah. What's the
And
price?
I already know the price. It's about 140.
MSRP.
Oh man, is it 160, 180? Yeah.
Ugh. Ugh.
Oh, this is the 2024 too. This isn't the 2025.
Faces in the 2025.
Gotcha.
Got him.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's why the shared chat is not on my stream. Got it. Okay. there it is. There it is. I'm just a struggle bus. That's what it is.
Just a struggle bus.
Tony is not here.
The
Tony is. There's only 5 left that you can like. What? What do you mean? There's only 5 left. Wow.
That's rough.
Okay, I'm good.
So, question: do we want to move to the game section to give it more time?
I don't think. I think I would actually. It would have to be like hours for me to be able to like recover my taste buds at this point. I'm so upset, honestly, because it smells good. From what I can remember, yeah. I've been drinking water. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay. Well, Anthony, how would you rate this whiskey?
I hate that this actually is pretty good for you. I hate.
And that translates to like a 4, right?
He's gonna say 5 just to spite me.
I think he's
going
6.
Say it.
I think he's going 6.
What?
Yeah, I think he's going 6.
I'm so upset.
I'm assuming that's a daily drinker. Yeah. What would you pay for it? Wow. Wow. Yeah. Funnily enough, I am very, very close. I also would put this, I'd put this at a 5.5, 5.5. I would definitely daily drink this. And I would also pay around $60. So yeah, it's pretty good. I like this one. You'll just have to buy a bottle of this one.
I'm so mad.
Oh yeah,
Sugar,
so they say sugar, caramel,
vanilla.
toasted. Yeah, it's
They
creamy.
nailed it.
It's got like a butter vanilla coffee, dried fruit, malted barley. I get the malted barley a lot. I get the sugar. I get the caramel, but I think the vanilla is actually more prevalent than the caramel. The almonds, I think, is the tannin end, like that end, the thing that stays, the tail end that stays in your mouth is almond-esque for me. I get toasted. I can see that. It's very light wood toasted type of flavor, kind of mixed in. But yeah, vanilla, sugar, caramel, malted barley jump out immediately for me. Yeah.
Why are you fantasizing about dying?
Yeah.
Things you want to do before you die?
Yeah. What is it? Oh man. I can see that.
Wow.
Yeah, I could see that. That'd be cool.
That's super cool. It's
That would be cool.
super. It's so super
Oh
cool.
my gosh.
This is great. I'm having a wonderful time.
Uh.
I'm having such a great time.
The-
Oh God, I knew I made a mistake as soon as I fucking picked up the freight range. I was like, wait, isn't that a little high ABV?
It's a
Maybe
little
you should
hot.
consider.
It's a little hot now.
I've never had an issue with like heat being an issue, but I guess it's an issue. Fuck. Annoying. Well, it smells great. It smells good from like the notes that I could get. I know it's not like it's well, no, you shouldn't come. Well, you shouldn't come back from a concert not being able to hear, Anthony. You should really wear ear protection. You really should. But I understand the sentiment. I understand the sentiment though. It's like the loops. Oh, you can get that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Your your AirPods can do it now. The AirPods Pro. No, no, no. They're necessary. But go ahead. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. You're watching together. Pretty much. Eargasms. Okay. Hello, kitty. That is Fel. I think Larka's the gray one.
That was Fel. That was.
Oh! That's right, motherfucker. I may be blind with my tongue, but I got eyes and I got a brain. What the? No, 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 no. One of these days. Yep. Fantastic. Truly fantastic. Wow, fuck you. Yes. But I was gonna say I probably won't rate it right now. It tastes, guys, I literally can't taste anything. Like, it is, honestly, it's like burn and bourbon, and that's it. It's rough. Could. You silly bastard. Nope. It's gonna be a no for me there, boss. It's gonna be a no. All right, mates.
Well, Nat and I have one that we have to talk about, I think, together.
Yeah, I have another game that I'm also wanting to play after this.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. But
I got a bunch after this, but the big one that I've been doing outside of our main one is Monster Train 2, which I talked a little bit about last week, but I only had like 2 hours last week. I now have like 20 hours. I have gotten to Covenant Rank 5.
Covenant Rank 5.
Which, once you get to like Covenant Rank 10, the game enters its like second phase, and then you can unlock like even more classes. But now I'm at the point where I'm at the middle phase, right? And the middle phase is kind of the grind phase where you get to just like try out weird builds. But I've now done some crazy builds. Like, I was attacking with a guy where I stacked a bunch of different guys, and I had it so that they would gain valor every time they moved. And then I infused their arms with weapons that allowed them to fly, to move, and then also strike twice.
Jesus.
So now they had spear hands with wings on them, and then I could just move them back and forth over and over again, like 20 times per a turn. And then they would get Valor, which would increase their health and armor health, attack, and armor each turn. And so by the end of the game, they were hitting for like 4,000, you know.
How much health is on
twice
on an average monster?
The last boss, the average monster, like
no, like a boss character, I guess that would be better. A boss
character, like 4,000, 5,000.
Oh shit! Yeah, okay.
A normal character, like 200.
Wow. Okay, so you have no right doing this much damage.
Yes. And then I did a build where I got to summon fungi, which would permanently increase the damage of my guys. And I was summoning like
Where'd you find them?
hundreds of fungi every turn. So
Oh,
the game is
lots
really
of fungi?
interesting.
Where'd you find them?
So essentially, there are clans. In every game, every run you do, you get to pick a primary clan where you get a hero, and then a secondary clan where you get some additional cards. So, yes. Well, that's his name. His name is Fungi.
No, it's too late, Eric. It's too late.
No. His literal name in the game is Fungi.
No, it's too late. It's too late. It's too late.
But yes, there's literally a card in the game called Fungi.
That's
who
hilarious.
summons a bunch of guys and has fun. So yeah.
Why can't you just let us have things, Anthony? Why can't the planet just be normal? Stop. Why are you? I don't want to eat space dicks, Anthony. I don't want to eat space dicks. Okay, that's what you brought to the podcast. That you brought that energy.
Oh my goodness! I'm so YouTube.
Oh,
You're
okay.
so bad.
You two broke up the fight. It's okay, I guess. Whoa. Oh yeah, dude. Fuck.
Oh yes.
Lift is fantastic.
Lift is great.
And it's lift. Oh.
Yes. The fact that she calls investiture awesomeness is so good.
It's really good.
So good.
Fucking love it.
There's a whole book about her. You get a whole book of just lift.
Dawn Shard, right?
No, not Dawn Shard.
No,
it's Edge Dancer.
Edge Dancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Edge Dancer is literally a whole book of just lift.
Yep.
You're supposed to read it between books 2 and 3.
2 and 3.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's technically 2.5. It's technically Stormlight 2.5.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty it's pretty conducive, yeah.
Yeah.
Elantris.
I would do Warbreaker. I think as a couple, Warbreaker is better.
Oh, but Warbreaker doesn't do.
What do you if you were about to say it doesn't do anything for literally no. Listen, starting trilogy.
Linda, listen.
Yes. Everywhere.
Everything.
Literally
it
defines everything.
It is very important.
Yes. And it has no pre-books are needed. Warbreaker is
just
one of the
a fresh start,
paths.
yeah.
Yes.
What I was going to say was that Elantris is light enough that Anthony could start it, and if he doesn't finish it, there's not too many threads that he would actually need to understand further Stormlight Archive books. And if they
the ending is too important.
The ending is not that important. It's it's a major thread and he can come back to it, but it's not something that he absolutely needs to continue books 2 through 4.
It's the
Sorry,
only
2 to 3.
Can I'm gonna say a word, Anthony. You won't know what it means. It's the only definition of a singularity in written books, and it is the finale.
But it doesn't take away from the fact that the singularity exists in that finale.
But without it,
it doesn't take away from it, Eric.
I think it takes away from when you're introduced to singularities everywhere else. If you have not read Elantris,
I think that even if you read Elantris, even if you haven't read Elantris, that finale still hits the way it's supposed to. And if anything, you can go back to Elantris and be like, "Oh, it's that thing." Oh, and then it makes that moment even more great. You can come to it later. I don't think it's necessary for that finale to be as fantastic as you think it is.
Here's the other.
It's my
portion.
opinion.
Actually,
I'm not saying
Anthony. I'm going to hold up my hand for a second. Mute. If you don't know, Nat, yes, Ash, don't listen. I'll put my finger down.
Yeah. I'm so happy to see you. Oh no. How are you, David? Who hurt you? Sorry, I wasn't here to help. All right, brother. Let's get out of here.
Making my way to the right.
Downtown?
My way downtown.
Oh my God, we're on the same page.
There we go.
Got one. That one's mine.
Oh God! Hi. Hello.
Behind you. No, never mind. That's a shrub.
I just flicked back. Never mind. It's a shrub. God damn it, Anthony.
No, where'd you go? Where's Henry? What'd you do?
I didn't touch him. What do you mean? Is he
How
not in the
dare
cave?
you? How dare you?
So I found something on the boat.
What?
You want this?
What is it? Henry. How could you? You're a monster. Oh, I just ate raw meat. Henry. There you go. Protect our ship, Henry.
An interesting. He just attacked me, Eric.
Henry. Bad snake.
Mother bitch and fuck you. I was playing music. Fuck, I'm so far away from you. Why?
Good, Henry. Oh, sell Henry. Henry, are you up there?
Did you sell him?
No, no. Why would I sell Henry?
You wanted to. You said you were gonna sell him.
No, I thought you wanted.
Hey man, did anyone ever tell you, like, not to trust a pirate? Oh, that was close. Wait.
But we have decided you do have to finish Elantris, Anthony.
Yes.
Not
you still have to. You do have to. You don't have to finish it now. If you guys start it and you and Ash don't jive with it, that's great for her. You still have to come back and finish if you plan on continuing Stormlight, or if you want to continue to understand some of the core concepts. Or sorry, the core details. I would read Elantris before Rhythm of War.
No, Oathbreaker.
Oh, yeah, before Oathbringer. My bad.
Oathbringer, sorry, not
My bad.
Oathbreaker.
Yeah.
You probably want Elantris before 3. You probably want Elantris. The lines do not give a good enough indication of direct correlation, in my opinion. This is more about world building and understanding all of the ideologies rather than there's actual story beats are needed. This is more of understanding what's going on. The lines do a good job of saying this character or this thing happens in this book and is a requirement to understand the main event in this book. This is more of a, without this, you don't understand a core concept of the universe.
Yeah. There's a moment in
used.
There's a moment in Wind and Truth, and no spoilers, but like there's like a side chapter that, like, if you don't know if you haven't read Elantris and you don't know what's going on with the universe correlations, it's completely. You're like, why is this important?
Yeah. So
we support authors in this house, my guy.
So the dramatized versions, that
No.
he's talking about Audible.
Audible.
Yeah. That he's talking about Audible. Yeah.
For sure. No. Yeah.
There are only one dramatized Brandon Sanderson piece of work that is actually doing the full thing and not doing a subsidized version. Yeah. You're going to be missing stuff. It's not a ton, but they are kind of doing it. However, there is one done by Graphic Audio, I believe. They are doing the Stormlight Archive. And I believe that the Stormlight Archive is fully renditioned. There is no missing text, if I remember correctly. I haven't listened to it personally, but that is what I've heard from people, that it is the full thing. So that is the only one that I would recommend. But they haven't done any of the other Brandon Sanderson works, only the Stormlight Archive. What was who was the duel?
What duel? What
Not
it
for us,
dude? We're caught up. What are you talking about?
That. Oh, I see.
Uh-oh.
That's fair.
Uh-oh. My frames dropped. What the hell is happening? Frames back up. Cool. This makes me think about my favorite book of late, Dungeon Crawler Carl. Have I told y'all about this?
Yes, it is on my list. It is.
Guys, nobody has started, and there's nothing to talk about until you do.
I know. I know.
It's fine.
That's
okay.
The Cosmere is life, unfortunately.
Dude, it's just so unfortunate that you found the Cosmere when there's just Dungeon Crawler Carl just waiting for you. It just doesn't make any sense to me why you would make me wait for you to finish this series.
Look, I want to read it. But I only get so much time to read, Nat.
I know.
Unfortunately, I got the next 2 years are taken by Brandon Sanderson, essentially.
This is bullshit. This is absolute horse ninny.
Yeah,
bro,
it's a good amount.
And they're coming out with a graphic novel, and it looks good.
It looks great.
How do you know, Eric? How would you know?
Well,
Mister,
because
I'm not gonna read my book until I freaking
That
catch
doesn't
up
mean I
with
haven't
Brandon
read
Sanderson.
the synopses.
Synopsis
sound
don't tell you
great.
anything.
They sound good.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm okay. It's fine. Oh God. Occasionally.
Yes. So I've been playing Monster Hunter 2. Monster Train 2.
I was
not
about
Monster
to
Hunter.
say Monster Hunter.
Train 2. And very good deck builder roguelike game so far. Just very fun. You can do all kinds of crazy things. And I like the Covenant system where it just keeps getting harder and harder. So your insane combos do less and less, and you got to make even more insane combos to break the game to be able to beat it. So it's been a lot of fun so far. That was the non combined game that I've been playing.
Sounds very familiar.
I played it a little last week. I didn't play all of it. What else did I play this week?
I don't know. What else did
that's
you
it.
play?
That's it. It's
Okay.
just been that and our main game. So
Anthony,
what have you been playing?
Spawn, yeah. Mm. Yep. Uh-huh. Why didn't he just blow it up? I see. Got it. Right. Right. 0 to 100. Okay. Dude, he has his entire life there, dude. Oh. What, basically saying, "Hey, dude, I'm really sorry, but I'm taking your stuff." It's not very pirate of you. You can have your shit, but it's gonna be. Gone. Okay. Okay. Server to server. You know, jump over. Okay.
They are. They're going crazy. They love. So this is like the packing stuff that packages come in, and they love it. So Larko was sitting in there the other day and was just using his claws to go around in circles over and over again for like an hour. Yeah. She comes around almost every few hours. We have a. Yeah. Yeah. She tried to bring in a dead chipmunk.
She's like, I have brought you sustenance.
And we were like, drop it. And she saw us and she went to the window and she's like, and then she's holding up a chipmunk and she's like, and then
take it.
We're like, no, you can't come inside with the chipmunk. We're not going to just let you in. So then she goes, we have a kitten door on our screen door and then our real door. And she goes and she puts her head through and then she looks up and sees us and then she climbs into the thing. And then we were like, no, get out. So I had to go around to get her to drop the chipmunk. I had to take the chipmunk and then go put it into the forest behind our yard. And then finally she was able to come in. But yes, she tried to bring a dead chipmunk. So we don't let her in when she's carrying dead things in her mouth. But now she does that like every day. So we've had mice, she's trying to feed her children, bro. We've had birds, we've had all kinds of fun used to be furry animals show up at our doorstep now.
Well, you know what she thinks? She thinks that you guys are now like brand new parents. You got kids of your own now.
Well,
with the cats, and you don't hunt, and you don't forage. So I gotta do something because you're taking care of these cats. It's just irresponsible for you to not be hunting.
A few years ago, there was an animal psychologist who did a bunch of brain scans on animals and figured out that unlike some other animals, cats actually see most other animals as other cats if they think they're friendly, and if they're prey, they think about them differently.
It's prey. Yeah, makes sense.
So there's like two different types of lights. For humans, they're the only ones who light up the closest in their brain to looking at another cat. So their hypothesis from that study for this particular psychologist, which obviously needs a bunch more studies, but their hypothesis is that they often do the same types of things for clumsy or incompetent cats.
Yeah.
That they do
that makes
for
sense.
Humans.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Oftentimes when they're bringing you prey, cats. They just think you're big, clumsy, and don't
stupid.
And they never see you hunt. So they don't actually see you practice hunting or anything like that. So they actually just think you're bad at hunting. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna tell you right now, if they unplug this Ethernet cord,
they are exactly like a New Yorker that helps you change a tire on the side of the road. They're like, "What the fuck do you mean you can fucking drive, but you can't fucking change a tire? Get the fuck out of here! Move out of my way!"
so with this desk, I only have like 2 cables now that are on the ground. And now they think now that there aren't a lot of cables, they're like, oh, we can play under here now, next to the only 2 cables that power everything.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah. Well, so funnily enough, there's a cat bed that you can buy that has a desk thing to it. So it moves around and you can have a cat bed like here.
Vintage.
Oh, you sent that. That is on my list of things to buy. It is pretty dope. Oh, that'd be cool. It's playing cat videos.
Yeah, right. Whoa! Wait!
Yeah. That would be pretty good.
Cats. Yeah, so I'm trying to. Well, oh God, I have so much homework. I have video game homework. Because my what is it? I guess video game dad told me that I'm behind on a lot of stuff yesterday. My video game dad is Jason in this scenario. So he's told me that the scarf event for Monster Hunter is going away on Tuesday, tomorrow. So I have to go ahead and get that done today. That's not going to be hard because honestly, it's like 2 fights of a Fulgur Engineath, which is super easy. And then I also need to get back on Rivals because there's a lot of changes that came through.
I know. Ultron.
There's a lot of things to go ahead and pick. Yeah. So I had to go ahead and get on that a little bit. And then there's a game that I really want to play that, like, I hope it doesn't take up my life, but it might, just because, like, it's giving narrative RPG vibes. It's called Dispatch. And you play as a person who used to be a hero or is a hero that now works at the hero dispatch. And it's apparently it's really good. I've been seeing a lot of ads for it, and I remember seeing it at some kind of Game Awards or something like that, and I was like, oh, that looks very interesting. I think it's out. I'm not sure if it is, but I really want to check that out. Actually, I'll do that right now because I couldn't remember what the game was. Dispatch. Ah! Yeah, it's Dispatch. Yeah. So it's not even out yet. It's coming out in 2025 at some point.
Wow.
Okay. But yeah, it looks really good. I guess the gameplay is built around you like knowing what heroes are good for what certain scenarios, and like there's cutscenes. Like you can get good at your game. I don't know, man. It looks really good. It looks like hopefully it's not a no, it doesn't look like it. Okay. I don't think it's like a fodder show. I think it's gonna be good. So we'll see.
Yeah, it looks pretty interesting.
Roadcraft.
I think I've seen this, right? It's like SnowRunner. Huh.
You have to go through all the processes of actually putting together a road,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
which seems to me like bullshit. I don't
that
know.
sounds like I should
Seems
get
like
paid.
bullshit. Seems like I should get paid to do the thing that you're talking about. And if I'm not getting paid, that is the definition of bullshit.
I know for me.
Skyrim? In experience and exposure, yeah. No, not the same. I'm an adult now. I work a 9 to 5 during my day. It needs to come a little bit hotter than, hey man. I know this is pretty much like a game that acts similarly to like people who play 18-wheeler simulators, and it's kind of coded, or pressure washer simulators. How? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I feel like I've played a game like this before.
We played SnowRunner.
Okay, so it's literally like SnowRunner, but just like not in the snow.
Yeah.
SnowRunner, but more is your. This is how you are selling it. Got it. Got it. Mm. Stripping.
I think like any game, it's the devil is in the details.
Yep.
But in addition to that, I think for people who like immediately go to gaming as for some sort of escapism, it's really hard to sell a game that is trying its best to get into the gritty details of how life is done. And like selling, I think the only way you can sell that is really by like somebody watching somebody else play it in the way that they would want to play it if they played it, right? If that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah.
I want to have that time. I'm doing my part.
Yeah. But it's hard to sell. Like that's yeah.
It's a hard sell. Mm. Certain games, dude. How we are going to finish Space Marine 2 before the next Space Marine comes out, I have no idea.
Oh, I think we can do it. Because remember, Space Marine 2, we're like halfway done with Space Marine 2.
Fair.
Yeah. I think we give like 2 more sessions to that and we'll get it. We just need another. The great thing about that was that Nat was off on a Friday.
True.
Yeah.
Lucked into it
Yeah.
somehow,
If
some
Nat-
way.
We need Nat to get a job where he doesn't have to work on Fridays.
Bro, you're telling me.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that a dependable $80K a year?
So
I know you could. You
Can't-
could.
speaking of which,
It's a roofless ceiling. Correct. It is also a bottomless pit. No. I don't believe so. There is a bottom. It's called zero. And I'm like, no, you don't believe in the fact that people will spend money into the hole and thus creating negative. Good for you, man. Proud of you. Me
It
and
is-
the wife
yeah.
watched episode 1 together.
here's the only problem that I have is
The
that
only problem that you have?
well with like dropping it
Okay.
is that I legitimately think season 3 is going to be amazing.
It's not,
The
Eric.
problem is Caitlyn Jenner is killing her character and she doesn't even have the body for it. She is just such a better actor than well, I shouldn't say that. She is carrying every scene she's in, and the fact that season 3 is going to be all her and none of Ellie is amazing.
Eric.
So I'm not
Eric.
look. I'm not saying the showrunners, the
Eric,
writers
they
can't
don't
ruin
know what they're doing. They
Agreed.
can't keep getting away with this.
it. It's
Abby.
Caitlyn something.
She-
Dever. Caitlyn Dever. Caitlyn
Yeah.
Dever, not Caitlyn
Caitlyn
Jenner.
Dever.
Caitlyn
Okay.
Dever.
She's the one who plays Abby.
She's the one who should have played Ellie.
She is the one
um,
who should have played Ellie.
And she is
I had to
such
be
a good
quiet.
actress that it's like crazy. She is given, here's the thing. She was given terrible lines for Abby
and she sold it.
Still
Yeah.
sold it. She still carried the scenes.
Eric, one good actor does not a good show make.
But no. I agree. I'm not saying the show's going to be no. At no point did I say the show was going to be good.
You
That is not what
just
I'm
told
saying.
me that season 3 could be really good.
A particular season of a full show
No,
could
that's
be
not what
good
you said.
because
Well, okay,
it is
okay.
literally just scenes with Caitlyn Dever interacting with crazy shit. That's going to be the entirety of season 3. I'm not saying the show will be good because of that, but I am saying those episodes might be fun to watch. That's all. Nat, it will definitely be better than season 2.
See, look, it's hard.
I'm just saying.
I was
I'm
gonna
just
say.
saying it'll
I was
be
gonna
better
say.
than season 2.
Look, guys, like, I don't want to watch mediocre stuff anymore. To go ahead and make it to the good stuff. Make it. Oh, the newest one, Brave New World.
Is it?
No.
Have you seen it?
Ooh,
no.
that's not good.
Oh no! Look, I have given up on Marvel. To be fair,
Of course.
and we're coming from like Winter Soldier. Like Winter Soldier was so amazing.
We're not coming for guys. We're not coming from Winter Soldier. You guys have to realize this has been the state of Marvel for quite some time.
I know.
Thunderbolt.
No.
Thunderbolts was like a good visit into like what used to be. We had before that we had Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which was a fucking heart wrencher. Oh God.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was amazing.
4, sorry, whatever.
Yeah.
And then after Love and Thunder or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
They think Love and Thunder. Yeah. Yeah. No, and then we had Spider-Man, which was No Way Home, which was fantastic. But
we're
I watched Mickey 17. I liked it. It was good. That was good. Yeah.
Yeah. It's got what's his name in it?
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson. Yeah.
Yeah. The sparkly
it's-
vampire himself. It's a
Spider-Man
real good
voice,
movie.
okay.
You should give it a shot. You just gotta give it a shot. Dude,
Okay.
he's such a good voice actor. I'm so surprised. Dude, yeah. Really good. And ended with Mickey 17. And she's like, nah. Yeah.
Nice.
Whoa. Yeah, the trailer kind of spoils it. Yeah. 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 But to
I think
answer your
I'm-
question on Last of Us, and go ahead, Eric. Go ahead.
Well, I was
I'll
just going to
finish
say,
on-
I think in a lot of ways, I have hit the curse of time in the sense that, like, unless we're getting Severance level shows, unless somebody really sells me on a show, I like just don't even watch them anymore.
Did I
It's
tell
really
you?
hard.
Did I tell you to watch Severance?
Yeah, y'all.
Okay.
Y'all convinced me on the podcast because
Okay.
initially I wasn't sold and nobody really tried to sell it to me, and then y'all.
That's a lie.
No,
That's a lie.
Nobody really tried to sell it to me. Y'all talked about it when we were
okay.
at New
Okay.
Year's, but y'all were like, "Oh, you haven't seen it. We can't really talk about it." And then when we went on the podcast,
should have
I was
just
like, we still
binged
haven't
it.
watched it.
We should have just
Finally,
binged it that day.
I was like, okay, I'll sit down and we'll watch the first episode. But like, there are so few shows that hit those levels of good anymore, and even the ones that do, like, I don't know. We don't get shows like Ted Lasso or Severance or things like that very often.
Fair.
And we aren't at a state where we're putting as much time in the movie industry to create good dramatic TV on low budgets anymore.
Yeah.
Like, we're not getting things like House anymore where we're getting 20 episode seasons.
You're not getting
of-
24 early in the
yeah,
seasons.
we're not it's
You're
because
not
they
getting,
just don't want to budget
Yeah.
that. They don't want to pay for that. And so
No.
we're getting shorter, less good experiences. And every now and then we get masterpieces like Severance out of it, but
Yeah.
it's not very often.
What? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I disagree because I want stories like Severance more than I want visual movies, but I think that's preference.
I feel like that is a good story. I feel like that
Yeah,
is a good
I feel
story,
like that's a
though.
good story. This I agree with. I do think that that sort of visual storytelling is what we need more. But I also think that the issue that you're talking about is what I have coined in recent years as the Netflix issue. And that is that so many big companies that are behind this are not willing to front money to tell and give studios the time to develop or do long form storytelling for these types of stories that are good. Severance and Apple and Ted Lasso and things like that, I think are notable as these great stories in the medium right now because they sign multi-season contracts.
Yeah.
But Apple is the only one that's really doing that outside of things like the CW and other TV stations that unfortunately are signing
Yeah. What
multi-year
Ash
season
said.
things, but they're doing it at such a low budget that they can't possibly be good.
Yeah.
And so they have to do really weird things to get watcher value out of that, which detracts.
Yeah. Everything that you're
But-
saying is a trait of capitalism.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Netflix,
late stage capitalism.
unfortunately, and the show that I can tell you, and I'm not saying this is a bad show, I just want to put it out here. The show that started this trend for me, and I did not like this show because of this, not because I thought the show was bad, but it was Sense8. Netflix did Sense8 as a one season idea that they weren't planning to renew. Netflix made a ton of capital off of it because they had a bunch of subscribers. They paid the actors essentially nothing because they weren't famous actors. They did it for a super low budget. They did ideas in it on low budget and they made bank. And guess what? Every single show that tried to pitch to Netflix or any other big show after Sense8, if they could not make something happen on the first season, they would literally say, you couldn't beat a show that we did for only one season. Why would we let you do a 2-season story? And that problem has essentially eroded
Anybody else hearing
TV,
that?
in my opinion. Yeah, there's a little bit of echo that I hear from something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Oh no. You still look pretty. You look clear. You look crystal. So, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I wish TV were better.
Yep.
Yeah. I would love.
Yep. And it spread to other mediums.
Yeah.
It's
I agree.
unfortunate, but true.
Speaking of storytelling, though, Claire Obscure has persisted to probably streamline its way to definitely being Game of the Year and probably getting into my top 5 games list.
Yep. No notes.
I
Absolute cinema.
absolutely
I can't
adore
say
it.
anything because you are behind me.
I think it has defined the way that like, you know, Final Fantasy took out the world map in what, 10 or 9?
10,
I think 9 or 10. I can't remember which one exactly took it out.
9,
And
9, 9,
the
9,
fact
9.
that their reasoning for taking it out was that it was obsolete and couldn't be good anymore in traditional gaming. And the fact that Clair Obscur put in a version of world maps that is so good that it's not even comparable, and showed us what world maps could be in today's gaming age, just proved Square Enix wrong. It proved Square Enix wrong for the past 20 years of their
It's after
development
11.
since Final Fantasy 8, in my opinion. Final Fantasy 9 was also really, really good. But I saw the tendrils of weirdness coming in at 9. I think 8 was the last perfect Final Fantasy. in my
You
opinion.
better hold up. You better put some respect on 10's name.
10 was great, but it was the start.
It's
The
the
ideas
fall,
that were
but yeah.
good in 10, they pushed those into turning it into a bad franchise, in my opinion, at 10. I'm not saying 10 was bad. I'm just saying that 10 2
I would say that
was
after 11, you have some issues.
not.
I think 11 is
Those
still
issues
good.
all start in 10. 10 is good.
What's
and I
wrong
loved
with
it.
10?
I loved it for what it was. 10 does a few things, I think, to degrade the ideas that were core to previous to 10. One, they turned something gritty and human in the storytelling elements into more cartoonish and kid-friendly with 10. Additionally, they didn't, and I really mean 10 plus 10 2, because 10 had less issues than 10 2.
Wait. So, okay.
Like,
I'm saying just 10.
What are you doing?
Because 10-2 is not 10.
Okay. Just 10 did a few things that were the start. They simplified the ideas of combat and started trying to broach into different areas to move away from this turn-based system. It was still turn-based in 10, but they tried to overlap these different ideas. Secondary to that, they took away things like the world map, and they made everything so much more streamlined.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
They took out complicated systems like materia and all of these things to try to make it less confusing. They tried to Hollywood the experience, in my opinion. They took out things like the world map. They took out these open explorations.
But they didn't take out the world map. The world map still exists in 10.
Not in 10.
Yeah. You're still running around trying to find shit. Yeah. And then you get into the shift and you go to different areas.
Yes, but they're just clickable areas.
You can still kind of run around, and then you run into encounters, and you go to individual areas like locations, like temples and stuff.
Are you sure that you're remembering 10 correctly?
Yeah. There's like a Great Plains area that you can go to. You can go to another area that has a bunch of lightning strokes. You have to dodge 100 of them to get the Ultima weapon for somebody. I think it's Orin. Yeah. That's an area, but there's also like overworld places.
No, so when you do 10, you don't get to travel a world map traditionally like you did in the game's previous.
Oh, I see what you mean.
There is a selectable, there's a map, and you can go to the different areas that are on it.
See, I don't mind that so much, honestly.
I feel like that was the beginning of what turned into these more constrained, less expansive Final Fantasy games, because they stopped trying to connect the world as much. Consider Clair Obscur. When you get into the world map and you start exploring it, you are seeing these areas before you get there. You are exploring the world. And that was true in Final Fantasy VII when you leave Midgard.
Mm-hmm.
When you leave Midgar and you go out into the world and you are in a desert and you're looking out into the expanse that is this barren post-cyberpunk world, and they're like, have fun. You're less than halfway done. Actually, in a lot of ways, you just got done with the intro after 40 hours. Like,
disgusting.
Like when that happens, that's crazy. And they kept that in 8. And they kept that to a degree in 9, but not as much. But in 10, they were like, here's a paper map. Where do you want to go? Over here? Click on this. Oh, yeah, you can only go here. Or
They
here,
still
or here,
gave you
or here,
exploration
or here.
within those specific areas. I think they
They did. Again, I am not saying that 10 is bad. I am saying that... No. I am saying that those ideas pushed, in my mind, Final Fantasy into what it is today that is bad. Not that 10 was bad, but 10, the ideas were pushed as far as they could be pushed.
I would honestly say 13 is the reason Final Fantasy is as bad as it is.
Look, 13 was rough. I agree.
Lightning, and all that stuff. It was a major blow
Agreed.
to the franchise.
Agreed.
I don't think it's
that is
ever
not what
recovered.
I'm arguing. I'm not arguing that
Okay.
13 is not worse for the franchise.
And-
Just that I
and
think
honestly-
the tendrils that in my head when I played 10 as a kid, I was like, this is different. It's really good, but it's different. It felt ideologically different to 9 and previous. When I got to 10-2, I was like, this is just not the same games as 7 and 8 were, or 9, or 5, or 2. Like,
I
they
understand
weren't-
where you're coming from.
They weren't the
with
same.
it.
And it again, once we got to 13, they were like, ha, let's screw it up for you. You know, like, I agree with you. That was way worse for the franchise.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I felt the start of the boulder in 10, in my opinion.
I'll close with this because I fundamentally agree that yes, there is a shift that happens at 10 that affects the entirety of Final Fantasy. However, I do not think that shift is the reason for the downfall. I think that shift is the monumental pivot for what actually influences series like Persona and other RPGs that are doing things that are very similar to what Final Fantasy X did and what made it different.
Fair.
To even point to one of your points, you were like, hey, they stepped back and made it a little bit more simplistic in terms of like the play style and some of the functions, and they made it a little bit more Hollywood.
Yes.
I would argue to say that there's some things in Expedition 33 that are very Hollywood.
Agreed. Again, this is why I just said that there was a shift in 10 that I felt. And since 10, once they shifted, they went in the wrong direction. When they shifted, they could have gone in a better direction.
So,
like Persona or like something else.
In order for me to better understand it, I think that I would have to re-pivot it in my head to say that you sensed a shift to being that there was a change that happened in Final Fantasy X that afterwards
a company change
indicated a fork in the road.
Yes.
That they chose a very caustic choice rather than one that was more developmentally fun, but possibly more.
Agreed.
Okay.
A better way to put it is that there are 3 genres of Final Fantasy games, in my opinion, from Square Enix. 1 through 9 being one genre.
Yep.
10 being a different genre.
10 through 11.
And 10 through 11. Well, 11 was the online game.
11 was 11 was the job, wasn't it? Or was that 13?
That was 13. 11 was
13 was whenever they had licenses and stuff. They had they had the Vera. They finally included that race into the.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 11 is online.
Oh,
Final
so
Fantasy 12 is the Zodiac Age.
12 is the Zodiac Age.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Final Fantasy 12 isn't actually not bad. Okay.
Yeah, and then 13 is light.
13 is the fucking gutter.
Yeah. So
okay. Okay.
And then
okay,
so
okay.
yeah, you have like 10 to 12 that is like this secondary genre in my opinion. And then you have like 13 and on, which is the path that they chose from their shift, right? And they like you said, that shift wasn't inherently bad and I still loved the games in the shift. It was just that they felt different and it felt new and they didn't give me the same feelings that I wanted from that 1 and through 9 gave me.
Gotcha.
Not that they were bad, just that they were different. And then after that, we never got back to any of those levels of good.
No.
Right?
No, Square Enix is dead to me, to be honest.
Yeah. And
That's
so,
not fair. That's not fair.
Yeah. I don't think that's entirely fair. I think Final Fantasy Online, A Realm Reborn, is actually doing amazing stuff in the MMO space for storytelling. But it's a very different game than what MMO players typically want. So it's a very different type of experience than
Anthony,
like Final Fantasy games.
Did you play Final Fantasy at all, or no? Gotcha. I was wondering. I was like, you don't seem to have opinions about this, and you usually have strong opinions about filth. Yeah.
That's fair.
Just
If
skip
you ever
1
become a
through
content
8.
creator,
Oh wait, no. Skip 1 through.
no, like
1
full
through
time,
5.
like full time. We need to run you through the gauntlet in the
Skip 1
correct
through
order.
5. No.
No, not even like 1 through 5 type of thing. But
Okay.
like, he should play Chrono Trigger before
You should play Chrono Trigger for
7.
sure. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So he's got to do like Chrono Trigger.
And then he has to play Final
gotta-
Fantasy 6.
But even before
then
that, he
after
should do
that, he
the
has to
Akira
play-
Toriyama games for
What is it called?
Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest, yeah.
So he should do
I honestly think he could skip Dragon Quest.
I don't think Anthony could, because it is Akira Toriyama's love letter to Dragon Ball RPGs, right? Like it was actually the thing that he wanted to do. Dragon Ball just got famous. But like when it comes down to it, like Akira Toriyama and Yuji Horii and them working for Square Enix wanted to create a story like you're talking about, Anthony. Like their actual story was put into a game called Dragon Quest.
Yep.
Yeah. And they're I mean, they're not like crazy by any means, and they're obviously pretty dated now in their mechanics. But there's something where, like, if you're a full content creator and you have as much Dragon Ball Z knowledge as you do, you will enjoy at least getting through Dragon Quest and being like,
it's very
I see what he did here. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's very Toriyama, you know? And you'll enjoy looking back on it, even if you don't entirely enjoy the experience. But like Dragon Quest, Chrono Trigger, and then move into and just Final Fantasy 7 and 8 are Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 10 are must-haves.
9 is good too. Why does everybody hate on Leon? Come on, man.
9 is just very back or forth. Like I could
Come on, man.
It was great. It was a great game, but it doesn't quite have the storytelling weight behind it that's 7 and 8
Why are
do.
you talking shit to Squall, man? Come on,
I'm
man.
not talking shit to Squall. Squall was 8.
Squall was 8?
Yeah. Squall was 8.
Wait, then was 9 Boy with Tail?
9 was oh gosh, what's his name? Oh my god.
I thought 8 was Boy with Tail.
9 was Vivi and
8 was
all of them.
9 was Vivi?
Vivi. Yeah, 9 was Vivi.
Oh, okay,
and,
yeah. Okay.
Zidane. That's his
Yeah,
name.
there it is. Okay,
Zidane.
yeah, no, I could take Relief 9.
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad, but
Yeah.
like compared to 7 and 8, which
No.
were
7 and 8 were
arguably some of the best
iconic.
games of all time.
Yeah.
And even now, I have gone back and played the old Final Fantasy 7 and 8. Their mechanics hold up.
It's a gun and a
They're-
sword, Anthony. It's a gun and a sword.
It's a gun blade, you may say.
Some would say a gun blade.
Yeah.
boy. Put some respect on Squall's name, bro. God
Yeah,
dang.
Squall was dope, man.
What's
Okay.
that? Oh, no.
Oh, you watched the Preach video? Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Look at this
Okay.
little girl right here. What are you doing? What is this?
Doing the best you can. There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
That was a rough landing. It was a rough
They're
landing.
ridiculous. Yesterday, I was leaving, so I got ready for volleyball. Walked in here, and Fell was on top, and Larka was climbing up like this, and she looked down and literally did the Mufasa, or what's his name, Scar.
Scar.
It was like,
Long live the king.
and he just goes, ah, and slides down the chair. It's hilarious.
Dude, I've given up on World of Warcraft. I'm done. I'm not coming back to it. Yeah. It doesn't directly affect my enjoyment unless like it is directly tied with what I do with the game. V Rising is probably the closest I got to it. But
you know what I
yeah.
like for housing is automation, which is
Yeah.
very, very different. But I like
Yeah.
it when function. I like the Power World housing
approach.
where you can create systems that work together to create a factory, like Factorio or Satisfactory or things like that are much more what I'm interested in. V Rising is actually the best in the middle for me. And I wouldn't want to go any more customizable than V Rising, but I love V Rising's housing system. It is just enough interaction with like looking cool and looking nice and being unique, while at the same time having really nice functionality to it.
Yeah. I would say that the only thing that V Rising didn't do was solve the clutter issue I always have with games with collectibles. Like I will get those shelves that hold all of those materials, and I'll be like, "Wow, this actually makes me want to jump off a fucking cliff."
But you have to remember they solved that. It was just
I know they
after,
solved it.
because
I know.
Anthony's played
Yeah.
it since, but it's
Yeah,
solved
yeah.
now. It
It's
just
solved
wasn't
now.
solved when you
And
played.
at the time that I was playing, I was like, I would if there was anything I could do to go ahead and like increase my buy-in for the game, I would have considered that before, knowing that some people go in for the fight, not for the organization that comes afterwards.
Yeah.
For me, I love a boss battle. Like that part of the game was really fun to me.
Yeah, I love the boss battles for sure. I just love anything that you can do in that game to interact more with the combat system in healthy ways.
Yeah.
Is amazing because the combat system is so good. Fountain of Youth.
Yes. Yes.
I am not focused on the prize.
But I'm a completionist though.
You need to watch my Claire Obscure playthrough.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I play all of
I
my
think
games
actually
super slow.
no. I think he's fair. No, no, because Eric, Claire Obscure is technically not very slow. Like, yes, the build craft part of it is very slow. Yes, coming up with like a way to go ahead and actually put everything together, slow. But in terms of like what you do to actually get the things to make the builds and everything, that is not slow, because the game is super intensive about like you being engaged with every piece of it. Like whether it be the combat or you running on the map, you're constantly looking for something. If you're not looking for something, you're trying to find some feet, if you know what I'm saying.
But the thing is that I'm not. But the thing is, I don't care about the reward. I do slow down and look at my Claire Obscure.
You like the
thing.
numbers.
But the thing is, I like interacting with the game.
Yeah.
I love interacting with the mechanics. I will take as long as I want to interact with the mechanics and the game and the scenery.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony just thinks that all I care about is the reward, but that's not true. I don't care about the reward at all. Well, here's the thing.
So hold up.
But here's the thing.
Hold up. But
I don't. But the thing is, I don't rush through.
It's true.
Because
for me.
But you're misinterpreting me not interacting with that part of the game and saying that immediately I don't care or take my time interacting with any other part of the game.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the part that I care about, but I don't care about the house building in it.
The house building
I care
part
about
is
the
not
mechanics.
something that we're engaged
I've
with.
spent
To answer your question,
over
Anthony,
100 hours in V Rising just doing the combat mechanics in arenas and stuff like that and taking my time figuring out different things about it because that's the part of the game that I like.
So to answer your question, Anthony, we're not into
But it's not focusing on the reward. It's not focusing on the end result.
I don't think
like
housing is our thing.
I love the combat. Okay. I love the immersion. I think
I don't think it's an engagement thing. I think that commentary is more so pointed towards what gets you engaged with the game. I think that
But I think you're immediately taking one singular aspect of the game and immediately making a broad statement on we don't care about the immersion. But I love the environment. I love the different areas. I love seeing how the castles and the monster design interacts with everything. All of those aspects of immersion that I get are immersion. But you are taking it in that because I don't spend time on one part of the game that I don't like, a singular part of a huge game that you enjoy a lot because you value that part more than I do. You're immediately saying that I don't care about the game in totality, or at least that's what it sounds like. But like,
okay, then what
you're
is it?
taking
What
this
is it you're
one
intending
small
about?
part and making a broad judgment of my entire experience.
What are you intending to say? Yes.
But here's my counter to that. And here's my counter. For Claire Obscure, I spent the entirety of my last stream, almost 4 hours doing nothing to progress to the next objective, and instead exploring and enjoying the world and engaging with the combat on different monsters that have no effect. There's no quest. There is no quest. There is nothing saying it. Yeah.
I have a solution. I have a solution.
But see,
I have a
that
solution.
statement you just made implies to me that you are valuing that less than like building the castle. But in my opinion, they're just different aspects of immersion. They're exactly equivalent.
I have a solution to this because I think we're both right, as per usual. But what I wanted to say is that, and I think it makes sense. What you're saying, Anthony, is that when it comes to games that have a mechanic that doesn't intrinsically feed into the progression of the game, or the story, you find value in those, right? Okay, you still enjoy them, which is fair. I think that the way that those interactions work for you give you the same feeling that we do whenever we engage with events that are also not intrinsic to the main quest. You call them side quests, but there are also other things that you can do within other games that aren't really considered side quests. Like maybe you're collecting cosmetics, or you're going along the lines of like what is it? Defeating hidden bosses or something like that.
I spent 5 hours collecting herbs in Oblivion Remastered to make and try out different alchemical potions.
But all of
Like,
those things
that doesn't do anything.
I feel like all of those things once it is different, but
That's
it
what
all
I'm saying.
it scratches the same itch, I think. I don't think anybody plays at one game to go ahead and get from beginning to end as fast as possible and then they're just done. Unless they're Sea Dog VA or something. I don't know.
Speed running. I mean, but I'm just saying that like I don't enjoy interacting with building mechanics like in V Rising. So for me, I'm going to spend my time in V Rising exploring the world and doing other things. Huh? I think they're just different. Like
I think there's
dopamine rushes. Different
I think it's
personality types.
it is a personal thing for me personally. I will say that there is a barrier of entry for me when it comes to a UI, when it comes to when building, because
Yeah.
I
find
trying to
I'm
think of a
often
game that I've actually played.
struggling. I'm oftentimes in any building game, I'm running into walls where my creativity is limited arbitrarily by what the designer or developer wanted.
The macro micro
But
approach.
then that's cool, but that also sounds like the time investment for making said thing outweighs the amount of time that I want to put into something that is a house in a game. Right. And that also kind of like runs into like why I don't like V Rising's housing too. It's like the time investment to make something exactly how I'd want it while also running into barriers and not truly getting any satisfying result that would equate to what I want creatively. I am just like, why would I invest the time in this comparatively to the things that are immediately so enjoyable in this game. So like
For
for
you,
WoW,
for you,
for
for
me,
you,
for
for you,
me,
for
for
you,
me,
for
this
you.
is purely an objective thing.
Yeah.
It's like I don't particularly enjoy the systems that society has designed for building stuff in games. I never have, right? Like even in games that I enjoy that are purely about building, the building is the gameplay. Things like Factorio and things like that, Satisfactory, they don't care about your look. It's all about efficiency, and they make it really easy to like create efficiency. So your barrier and your friction there is nothing, right? But when you start to think, oh, I want to create something creatively in Factorio, it's like, no, that's not why I'm playing Factorio, because that is tedious and like difficult and like not what I'm looking for. And so with WoW player housing, it's just like EverQuest 2 player housing in a lot of ways. They allowed you to play stuff wherever you wanted. And people made these amazing mansions of craziness that did all kinds of stuff. And at the end of the day, interacting with that system was just not fun. Um, and the result that I would want it to be so much better than it is, that I'm like, I would rather just heal something, because that's what I really enjoy in WoW. No, I would
I'd be
100% build
down
my
with
house.
that.
Yeah,
By
I'd be
hand,
100% down for that.
if I had the money and the time, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I've helped build like um small
It's very
tree
confusing. Yeah, I
houses.
know.
The the but the difference is that it isn't
For you.
like for me, is that it isn't physically interactable in the same way, right? Like the physicality of having something build and the actions of going through the physical actions of building it are so much more intrinsically satisfying, right? Like if you go in and just take a nail and hammer it into a board, that action can do nothing, but it'll be satisfying to like swing the hammer down and hit the nail. But in a game, you don't get all of those subtle rushes of like, heck, even just going and replacing all of the tubing and the AC extra water pump that I had to do in the garage at the end of the day was a lot of work, but satisfying to do, right? But it was because there were so many things that I had to interact with. But when you're playing a game and building something in a game, in essence, you are doing one interaction method for all of the things that you're building. You're not going through the act of actually building the thing, which is far more enjoyable, if that makes sense. So, like, in my opinion, building a house sounds like a really, really cool project. I don't have enough time for it right now, but if, like, in retirement, I was given the opportunity to, like, build my own house, heck yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'd be 100% down.
What you just found out is that people are like a soup. There's a bunch of shit in there.
Yeah,
And all
like
don't
alphabet
always
soup,
make sense separate.
like SpaghettiOs with
but
A's
when they
and
come
B's
together,
and C's.
that's a strange ass soup. It's not even a good one. It's just kind of sour. It's got a funky smell to it. Tastes good though. Tastes good though. Tastes good.
Isn't that
No,
right?
I would say that for, and I could close on this. The building mechanic for me, I have yet to run into a building mechanic that I have interacted with, because most of the time I have interacted with some kind of building mechanic that has not told me that it's not for me. Personally, it's not so much like the design. I think that if there was anything that I could do that would make building like fun for me, I'd have to sit down and think about it, because every single time I have interacted with it, it's been kind of, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're actually in the game. Mm. Mm. I got you.
I think for me, like that's like amazing, by the way. Like I don't think that any game should not do these types of things, because I think for some people having that extra connection is great. I think I get that same level of connection that you get, but I do not need a space of my own in the game to feel that connection. I think I can immediately empathetically put myself in the shoes of the character that I'm playing. Like, for example, a great example, since it came up, The Last of Us. Even though I think you don't get enough choices, like, I could feel my choices in things as if I were Ellie or Abby in those games. And I do not
About that?
need, yeah,
All of them?
Well, okay, that's why I say the fact that you can't choose all of them is different. But like, yeah, 100%.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I use that as an example only because like you would never build a house in that game, right? But even then, like my World of Warcraft character, I have never needed a house to empathetically feel like I was my paladin. It's one of the reasons like I never played alts. They weren't me in that game, right?
You
I
know
think
what?
for
Go
me
ahead.
at least, I never needed that even in classic for like the armor and things like that. Even when it did matter more, the stories and memories around doing those bosses and those experiences were all I ever needed to like feel that. But I think that feeling is just what I get about thinking about World of Warcraft in totality. Like, I think about those different experiences that I've had. That is cool. And see, that's cool. No, 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 that is cool.
They
I
can
just, and this is where,
wait. No.
and see, that is cool.
Like an
The
actual
only thing
dungeon.
for me is that I don't know that any building interaction has been fun enough for me to invest the time to do that. But that is
Fair.
awesome.
Like
Yeah,
let me
that's cool.
be able to go ahead and clear certain raids and be able to put their mechanics into the monster that I make. That's what I want.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah. Like I
Think
finished
about the
Bosch, and you have
day,
to be able to throw fucking
dude.
corrupted stones between
Can
people
can we
to
just
get
get
through my dungeon.
WoW Dungeon where you can play online with
Mario Maker,
a
pretty
bunch of
much.
friends and it's Mario Maker dungeon making for World of
Yeah.
Warcraft? Can we just get that
Yes.
already?
That's that. It would kill WoW.
100% because it'd be
Yeah.
so much better.
Because
Think
well,
about
no,
how many creators and
it would
stuff
be
would get teams to build raids and
it would be
dungeons.
crowdsourced, and a lot of it would kind of be locked behind probably some form of either paywall or experience wall. Like you would have to play World of Warcraft
But
in
think
order to
about
get
the number of
features for the dungeon.
experiences there would be. Like they'd be so much
They've thought
better.
of it. They've thought of it, Eric.
Oh yeah, they've thought of it. They
for
just
sure.
there's no way they could do that without like giving the editor right now. You know, like they'd have to have the engine in front of people to be able to build it.
Yeah.
And the amount of time it would take to create a Super Mario Maker type game for a World of Warcraft dungeon would be insanity. But like
I can imagine the past.
that day when that comes,
assets.
oh my goodness, that is
When
what I want in a game.
when somebody can actually go online and become like an actual dungeon creator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
For sure.
that would be amazing.
Gentlemen,
Yes. Another fine episode in the Taphaven Library
I was
Arcanum.
gonna say, are you pooping?
No. Guys, next week we will try number 15. Check out the Discord. We'll have all of our stuff. The week after that will be Courage, so make sure to check for that one. Yeah, check out the Discord. The link's in the chat, but obviously go to the YouTube. The links are all there in the YouTube. At some point, I'll create commands things for them. Check it all out in the doobly-doo. Y'all have a wonderful week. I'll catch you in the next one.
Later, nerds.
Peace.
Oh, I guess.